Hey guys, welcome to another G35 video, which is for the first couple years, and then they're all G37s. But in any case, there is issues with these cars, and it's this little soft touch spray that they put on some of the plastics here. So as you can see, I just barely touched that and it just rubs that off. Now I've been working on these here also, and here's the finished product. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. So check out that video in the link, which will be coming after this one, where I repair those and I show you how I do it. But in this video, I'm going to concentrate on the steering wheel, and the best way to do this is to take it all apart, obviously, and take this trim out and paint it black is what I want to do, just like that one. A glossy black. So what you're going to start with is you got two caps here that you're going to pop off on each side here of the steering wheel, and there's going to be two bolts like this. So unfortunately they're star security bolts, which is T30, which you're going to need. Thankfully I had one from another project which I was able to use. So as you can see, it has a little hole there that, you know, goes inside. So in any case, you will need this, unfortunately. So after you take those two bolts out, this airbag should just pop off, just like that. Nice and easy. So now before you do any of all this, you want to go ahead and disconnect your negative terminal so you don't have any power going to here. First of all, because you'll be honking the horn, because this thing's connected straight to the horn. And second of all, you want to disconnect everything because you don't want anything electronic to be, you know, working. So especially this airbag computer. So before you unplug this airbag, make sure you take the battery, the terminal off. So anyways, and there's another plug here that you can go ahead and take out. Alright, so taking these connectors off is pretty simple. You just got to pry up this little black piece so it releases it, and then it just should come right off like that. So. And they're color coded, so you won't mix them up, so don't worry about that. And that's it. And when you put them back in, you just push this tab back in and it'll lock them in. So airbags out, no problem. Set it over here. So the next project, you will need a 19mm socket with an extension, kind of like this that I have here. And this breaks off actually pretty loose, and once you break that loose, you just take it out. Now on some cars that this could be wedged in there really good, but most of them you can break loose by just pulling on the steering wheel side to side like this. If you do it hard enough, back and forth like in every direction, it should break loose. Now not all of them will break loose, but most of them will. So as you can see, this one is marked already right there. So it's not exactly perfect, but you know, it's good to know that it's close to where it needs to be, and I can put it back exactly where it needs to go when I put it back in. So if you just remember where your steering wheel was last, you know, that should be good enough. So mine's tilted to the left just a little bit. So anyway, so once you break that loose, it should just slide right out, and then you got your steering wheel out. Simple as that, guys. So this actually took less than, I don't know, 10 minutes. Probably even less than that. Alright, so the next part is you're going to want to take this back cover off here. So what it does is it just clips on some clips. And there's one here, and one over there. And then there's a couple hiding behind that. So you should be able to just pop that off. Yeah, so once you pull the bottom out, then you just pull on it kind of sideways, and it just pops right off. So it's not anything too difficult. So alright guys, so 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, and the front fascia should come off now. So it is coming off actually, and the only thing that's holding back is these wires are connected to it, so we'll have to disconnect them so we can pull it out together. Alright, and that's it, guys. The trim is out, so now all we got to do is unscrew these 3 here and 1, 2, 3 here, and get these button electronic things off. Alright, so I got all the screws out of here, so it should just pop right out, I'm thinking. Yep, there it goes. There's some wiring going in between each other. Pull that out. And same thing for this one. Pops right out. And there we go, guys. There's the buttons. So now this thing is completely free and can be anything you want it. So technically you can even wrap this with carbon fiber or anything, but I'm just gonna paint it because my theme is already black, so I think it's gonna look real good. Alright, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these scuff pads here to scuff it up real good and get all this crud off, and then we'll put some paint on it. Alright guys, so I scuffed down the trim here pretty good. So now it's ready for painting. And I'm using this black appliance paint for refrigerators normally. It actually works very well. I like it. It's durable and it's got a good shine to it. So the only thing is it cures very long time, which is a down, but it's not a big deal. So I probably have to wait like 24 hours before I can install it. But that's not a problem. So anyways, I'm going to paint this and I'm going to show you what it looks like after this. Alright guys, so here it is painted. There's a few coats on there, probably about 3 maybe. So it looks pretty good. Mostly I did it pretty quick to get out of the elements because any dust will show up pretty easily on here. But as you can tell, it turned out really good. And it looks great. So now we just gotta let it dry for probably about 4 hours at least before you can even touch it, maybe even more. And 24 hours before you can really like press on it hard. So it'll probably be tomorrow when I will be installing this back. Alright guys, so it's the next day and basically almost been 24 hours and it's pretty dry now. And it looks good. So now we can reinstall it all back. So we're just going to be working in reverse order, putting this in. So I'm going to try to be real careful when I put that in. Not to scratch this, because even though this is dry fully, it can still scratch easily because it hasn't cured completely. Alright guys, so I got my buttons in there and it's looking really nice. Alright, so the assembly is connected to the steering wheel now. As you can see guys, it looks awesome. So now all I got to do is run these airbag wires through the hole here. Sorry for the bad camera angles. One-handed. And so now I just got to remember to put this thing back where it was, which I know it was about like this. No, wait, that's not right. There we go, just like that. And you can see it kind of lines up. It was a little bit off like that, so but basically this is where it was. As long as you put it back where it goes, you should have no problems with it being straight after this. Oh wait, oh man guys, I forgot the it's hilarious. I forgot the main part in the back, this piece of plastic that clips onto the back. So anyways, I'm going to have to pull that off this. But in any case, after you put that on, clip this on and tighten that, and then the airbag can go in, which is pretty simple. You just push it in there and then you push this little black tab back down to lock it, and that's it. And then you can put the two bolts here on the side. So I'll go ahead and do all that and then we'll look at how it looks. Alright, so the wheel's on. Now I just have to put these two nuts here on the sides here. One here, one here. And this is where you will need the special tool, which is a T30 security with a little hole, as you can see. Alright guys, once you put the bolts in, then you just put the little caps back on. Pretty simple. Just clip it on. And you know, obviously same thing for this side. And that's it. And you're done. Believe it or not, it was not too hard. And look how good that looks, guys. This is definitely an upgrade to the car. So, and I know a lot of these cars have this problem. So, anyways, guys, sorry for all the glare. It's, I guess, sunny today. Can't even show you normally. But in any case, it looks really good. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it helped someone. You know, if you know how to spray paint at all from a bottle, this is very simple. And even if you don't, just take your time and go easy and you'll be fine. So if you mess up, you can start over anyways. You can sand it down and restart. So, but in any case, check out my other videos painting these guys here too. And there's more videos to come of some of the things that I need to repair in this car. So stay tuned for that. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.